What's up, guys? Well, I decided to do some more tweaking with my 1090T 6-core processor. I increased the CPU and Northbridge to 3000 megahertz, and I upped the HT link to 2200. I was told that anything over that is pointless, but upgrading the CPU Northbridge to 3000 definitely upped my score quite a bit. And I also tightened my RAM timings. I left it at 1333 because I really don't think I can do full 1600 megahertz with 4 sticks of RAM in there. It'll take way too many volts. And from what I've been told, the 1090T seems to like tighter RAM timings more than faster memory speed in megahertz anyway. Anyway, time to move on with this. You can just compare this to my other video I had up. But now we've got 24,026 3D marks. Our SM 2.0 score is 8,475. The HDR/SM 3.0 score is 11,799, and the CPU score is 7,424. And the processor got up to a maximum of 45 degrees Celsius. I took my heatsink back off and put some Arctic Silver on there because I think I messed up the first time. So I redid that, getting some better temps this time. It usually idles at around 36 degrees. That 30 is from when I first started my computer and started this program up. So now let's move on to Vantage. So we got 26,003 that time, with a GPU score of 21,685 and a CPU score of 64,588, and that's just because I have physics on my graphics card turned on. I just keep forgetting to turn it off. So a lot of people who do this test don't. A lot of people that do this test do. I just leave it on, because the way I see it is, if the game and whatnot you're playing has physics anyway, what's the point in turning it off and making your CPU do it? That's just my opinion on that. Anyway, now let's move on to the next test. Okay, so we got 5,898 3D marks in 3D Mark 11. And then there are the results. Okay, on to the next test. Okay, time for some Cinebench now. We're going to run the CPU benchmark. Now this time I'm just going to leave the camera on, and we can just watch it. It's nowhere near as slow as my laptop, that's for sure. This is definitely the fastest computer I've had. That is for sure. Okay, we got 733 points this time. I don't remember what I got last time. Apparently one time I did 7.4. I don't know how I did that, but that's still acceptable. So, on to the next test. Yes. Sure. And that will be Crisis. Okay, so for Crisis, again, we're going to do everything on very high. 1920 by 1080, no anti-aliasing, 3 loops, 64-bit and DirectX 10. Got that all queued up. We'll begin that, and I will turn the camera back on as soon as the test is done. Okay, we got minimum frames per second of 16.7, max 46.85, and an overall average of 39.51. So almost 40 frames a second with everything on very high. That's not too bad. I really need to get some more games that actually have benchmarking in them. I'm getting kind of bored with the whole Crisis thing. It's a really badly programmed game. Okay, now onto the Heaven benchmark. Let's see if that's improved. Okay, Haven benchmark 2.0. Everything is completely maxed out at my monitor's max resolution. So we're going to go ahead and run this test, and we'll see if I can do any better than it did at 4 GHz. So we got 30.3 and 762. I don't remember what I got on it, but I think that's about the same. So, not too bad. Alright, let's check out our temperatures here. Maxed out that time at 37 degrees, and the 480 maxed out at 61 degrees. Now, I found after gaming for long periods of time, and the graphics card heats up the entire the case, because now it just blows air into the case with that new cooler I got, that it starts getting the processor a lot hotter than that. It gets up to 55 degrees, and that's getting close to the point that people in the AMD overclocking forums say you don't want to go over. They say 55 is as high as you want. So I've decided to get an actual water cooling system installed on this thing, and I'll be buying that on the 18th, because that's when I get paid. So look forward to it. It's going to be a pretty sweet setup. So till then, peace out, guys. Just thought I would add real quick that I did run Prime 95 last night from midnight till 6 a.m. It got up to 55 degrees again, and I don't like it getting that hot. That's the main reason I want it to get a new water cooling setup, just to keep it a little cooler. Main reason being is I want to have the radiator on the outside of my computer from now on, instead of having to suck up hot air that the video card's making up through the H70. I think that's what's killing it. I think if I had a case with the motherboard normal, it probably wouldn't be a problem. This H70 would probably be more than enough for this. But once I get my new water cooling system, then we'll see what the temperatures are. I think it'll be 100% perfect. So I'm going to call it pretty stable, because it did make it through 6 hours of Prime 95. But can't call it 100%, obviously. So I'm just going to go play some games now, see if it crashes or freezes or blue screens. And I'll make a video as soon as I get my water cooling system. So, for real this time, peace out, guys.